Okay, so we're going to talk a little bit about crafting. One of the main things you can do in this game is farm nodes. What I'm standing in front of right now is a node. It's a sulfurite ore node, it's a mining node, and one of the things that the nodes across the world will do is they will give you experience in addition to life skills points, which actually equivates to curiosity. So I'm going to go ahead and mine all this ore. Now, I'm going to open the V tab. In the V tab, this is all of your crafting stuff. And what's going on here is you can see the levels of what I am in crafting. This is alchemy, this is woodworking, this is smithing, this is tailoring, and this is cooking. And then down here you have exploring, or actually mining nodes and stuff like that. And then you have fishing, and then this is exploring, which is actually part of treasure hunting, demon slaying, and tracking. So different things for different access. If you go to the second tab, this is when you start out, this will be the first thing that you see, and none of this will be unlocked. It will be all grayed out. And you usually start, if you start mining nodes right away, you start accumulating curiosity or life skills points, which is up here. You can see this bar. This is how much I have left to awaken the next chapter. I actually have 3 chapters awakened right now. It's not a big deal. But anyway, knowledge points. Whenever you level up a node that you are harvesting, or if you level up something that you are crafting, you're going to get knowledge points, which is really good because knowledge points help you unlock things in your crafting screen. So one of the first things you're going to want to do is you're going to want to unlock the utility scroll. It enables you to be able to increase your bag size and to be able to get to banks, or get to your storage basically. So you unlock this first one, you can get to your inventory or your bank. And you unlock the second one and you get apparel items. And if you press B, which is your bag, down here in apparel, if you click it, you will see the many different pieces of items of apparel that I have on my character, and they go into this bag. You have to manually move them in here, but once they're in here, you're okay. And then you can do all sorts of stuff, weapons, decoration, apparel, or you can just hit all, and then you can increase your bag size just like you can increase the bag size over here. Eventually you will get a crafting materials bag, which is really nice, and you will get an equipment bag where all of your equipment will go in, and it won't be like filtered. Like I have nothing but mats in my bag, and I've got a couple of pieces of equipment that I'm waiting to put on once I hit the right levels. But as you can see, it takes up a lot of space. So if you're running short on space, this is something that you really want to do to be able to unlock all of these things. So once you do it, if you want to do just harvesting, you can do that, and you can just unlock these 3 down here, and then over here you're going to have to unlock some of these, and they tell you kind of at the top what they do. Like this one, the second one in the medicine compendium, it requires 14 erudition and 13 poise. So basically once you do that, is there are certain things around the world that you need to be able to have to be able to farm. And like Gravewort, you need 14 astuteness and 13 erudition to be able to even get Gravewort. Down here, Aurelia Stone, you need 14 forbearance and 13 poise to be able to get it. So basically that's pretty much the crafting panel, and you'll eventually start unlocking more. Like I have the second chapter unlocked, and I've already started picking up some stuff, and I actually have the third chapter unlocked, and I've been unlocking mostly harvesting nodes because that's usually what I do on this character. I do some crafting. At the third chapter you can start mobile mail and you can start mobile auction. At the second chapter you can increase the number of friends that you can add to 50. And you can also increase the number of slayable dungeon monsters by 80, which is really nice because that just means more XP. Woo! So down here, these 3 tabs are the crafting panel. This third one is how you accumulate all these different little things. So you can see like forging skill, 6 through 10, I've got that unlocked for bloodstone, stuff like that. Woodworking, I've got 11 through 15 for needle bracking, and alchemy for tree and banyan tree, basically wood. And then woodwork, for some reason, is basically all these plants. I think they've got those switched, but this is beta, so what do you expect? If you go into the third one, or the fourth one, excuse me, you're going to see the different things. My alchemy right now, I'm still a beginner, but I am at level 8 and I can craft different things. So this one, you can see it requires mule grass and blue cochineal. If you don't have blue cochineal, if you go over here to woodwork, you'll see blue cochineal right here, and it will tell you exactly what you need to have to be able to craft it. Now up here in this little area, you're going to see pH and IQ. pH is vigor. IQ is intellect. I know it's still the old, it used to have strength for pH and IQ for intellect is the same. And you can see up here, I've got 248 vigor points, and I have 287 intellect points, which means I've got somewhat a lot. I can go out and actually farm and be able to craft some stuff and be able to increase my crafting skills. But if you don't have any, you're not going to be able to do this. It automatically accumulates like 0.8 every 5 minutes or so. I'm not really quite sure how long it is. It's quite a while. So if you have an exuberant growth package, it'll accumulate while you're offline. But if you don't have one, you're going to have to keep yourself online just to accumulate all that back. One of the best ways to do this is to go into the hot springs and chill out. So most of alchemy uses nothing but intellect. And you can see over here, 1.6, 1.6, smithing, 1.9. It uses mostly strength or vigor. Tailoring kind of uses a little bit of both. Cooking uses a little bit of both, depending on what you're trying to do. The higher you go in levels, the more it's going to take. So like making this for the hot spring barbecue gin fruit, 12 pH just for one, and 23 IQ just for two of these. Or you get 2 total, but just to craft one, you need this much. And see, I don't have duck meat, but it tells you where you can go find duck meat. So that's basically crafting right there, 101. And there's just different levels to hit over here that you can do auto create, which is you just type the number in that you want to create, or you can hit manually and it just does it one by one. And then the last one is fishing. It's basically your fishing skills. If you like to fish, if you don't want to fish, that's fine too. And then down here is the exploring tab, which right now it doesn't work. So that's it for crafting. Please leave me some comments in the section below saying if you like this video or not, and subscribe, because I will be introducing you to more videos as the game progresses and we find out little tidbits here. I'm working on one for Soul Grid, so if you want to know more about the Soul Grid, go and check that out. And I have one that's being posted right now about inventory and mailing and all that curiosity, fun-loving stuff. So go check it out, guys, and hope you have a good day.